All right, guys, so after popular demand, we are back. The Powerful Nerdcast is going to be a little more laid back, a little more real. I'm joined.
Did we ever take it that seriously, Corey?
No, not really, never
what are you
at all.
talking about?
But a lot of people have been wanting to see the podcast come back. In particular, they've been wanting to see you come back, Christian.
I know. I've been sort of avoiding this topic. It's like, where's Christian? And the truth is, Corey and I, we just live... I could go deep on this, but we live very different lives. We live away from each other, so we don't always have time to do the anime reviews. And you really started leading on that, so I don't jump in on the anime reviews anymore. But I still love the podcast. In my real life, I'm a big consumer of them, and so the opportunity for us to keep making this is important. And I think one of the things we're going to try and do is just keep this up once every 2 weeks or once a week. You know, just try to get a podcast out.
I don't even know if I want to start making promises yet, to be perfectly honest.
I don't mind promises because I can break them.
Yeah, it's really easy. The fact of the matter is me and Christian also work together, and our work schedule is not always a 9 to 5 kind of thing.
No, we work in production, like video production.
Yeah,
so.
like there are times we work on the weekends pretty often. We work erratic hours, and a lot of the times this can keep us away from doing the podcast, or even sometimes that's like why my anime reviews are late. That's just the way it is. But
the truth is, if we could do more anime reviews together, that would be awesome. But, you know, the truth is you do so many of them at your house and your studio. We sort of built there. And but maybe in the future I'll jump back on some anime reviews. But right now I just want to focus on making this podcast really great.
Exactly.
We have other things that branch into that, which we want to talk about on this podcast as well.
we have a lot of cool things that I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the new season of One Punch Man, which is getting ready to drop, which has caused a lot of controversy amongst the anime community.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about all these crazy movie trailers that have been coming out. Of course, we're about a month away, maybe a little less than a month away from Avengers Endgame, which I'd say we're pretty damned excited for.
Yeah, like straight up, it's the only movie I want to pay for this year.
Really?
Like I've sort of decided. I'm like going to the movies.
We need to get you on that Detective Pikachu train pretty soon, man.
I just don't have that nostalgia into me.
I know you've never really been a Pokemon
nostalgia
guy.
Is like your bread and butter, but it doesn't do much for me.
And then, of course, just this morning, before we did this podcast, they dropped the Joaquin Phoenix Joker trailer.
What's that movie called officially?
Just Joker.
Joker? Oh, it's pretentious.
It's like the Rambo of,
Rambo.
You know, it's just the singular
of DC
name.
Comics.
You know, it's Venom, just the DC version.
Yeah, I get it. I watched it. I liked the visuals of the trailer, but I also felt like, wow, this doesn't feel like a DC film. It doesn't feel like a superhero movie. Maybe it's not supposed to.
I mean, it's dark and brooding. In that sense, I guess it's kind of like DC.
And at the same time, I remember reading an interview, and Joaquin Phoenix was like, wouldn't it be fun to just do a deep dive on the personalities of these characters and see where they come from?
Yeah.
And so this is really a character piece that happens to be about the Joker. It's not about him doing mayhem, maybe on a very small scale as he learns to do mayhem.
Yeah, this is a full-on origin, you know, of the beginnings of the Joker, like seeing how he starts out and maybe building up to his first big, like, you know,
I wonder if he's going to see Harley
caper.
Quinn for the first time and fall in love.
I think it's way too damn early to introduce.
Oh, yeah, that's not how they're supposed to meet. She's supposed to be a doctor at the insane asylum.
Yeah, but I mean, then again, this is a movie version. It's taking interpretation. You know what? You know, we didn't really have a plan for how we're going to talk about things, but we're already diving into Joker right now, so let's go ahead and talk about it. And it's kind of the newest thing right now. Now, were you kind of hoping that there would be like a singular Joker movie? Were you excited for something like this, or do you feel it's kind of just unnecessary?
I feel like it's Joaquin Phoenix is over being a rapper, and he was on for his next big creative challenge.
Being a rapper?
Don't you remember that when he had his alter ego where he would like show up to events and then like try to rap and then
why have I never heard about this Joaquin Phoenix?
You don't remember that? He had a nickname.
No, what
Walking
was it?
Phoenix, like walking
MC
hard.
Phoenix? Like, what's going on with him?
Now I got to look that up.
Like, when it comes to music, the only time I ever think of Joaquin Phoenix is, of course, the biographic movie he did about Johnny Cash. But I didn't know that he was a rapper. That's kind of awesome and funny all at the same time.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. I think he has the acting chops to actually like pull off a role like this.
Well, let's be honest. He's a damn good actor. The one movie I never actually saw that I wanted to was Her. I knew he was in that.
Great movie.
You saw that movie?
Yeah, I did see Her.
Yeah, see, I didn't see it. And
very awkward, but then again, that's kind of the point of the movie.
Yeah, I think
he's really great. You know what? Maybe that is why he was so perfect to play this character. He's great at playing like these social outcast type of characters.
And they love, like, this is obviously a story about a guy that didn't fit in, and the world fucked with him too much, and he broke, and it became just like that movie about that dude back in the day. What, Breaking Point? Not Breaking Point. Breakpoint's the.
Oh, you're talking about the was it I think a Michael Douglas movie?
Yeah, the Michael Douglas movie.
I think it's called Falling Down.
Falling Down.
Great movie.
You know, he becomes a psycho with a shotgun that kills people that give him bullshit.
Yeah.
This guy goes crazy and becomes the Joker.
Yeah, and it kind of goes with the whole concept of, did you ever read The Killing Joke?
Yeah, it's the idea of if you have a bad enough day, you can go crazy.
There you go.
You know,
that's kind of the concept that they're running. And again, that kind of goes with falling down as well. You know, you have one bad incident, one bad day. That's the straw that breaks a camel's back, and boom,
sometimes you just got to go on a berserker rage and kill a few people, and then you're good the next day.
And sometimes you do it dressed as a fucking clown, which if I really have only
yeah, you had a lot to say about the clown makeup.
I'm willing to watch this movie.
Well, he can't become Joker immediately, or else there's no progression. He has to have a different clown makeup that becomes the Joker clown.
Yeah,
makeup.
And you can even see that as the trailer goes on. Like initially, he starts out just like as just a normal street clown, swinging signs around, and basically working as a sign waver. And he's got like the big goofy wig on and everything. He looks like fucking Bozo the Clown.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, he starts to get more traditional. You can see that he's dyeing his hair green, and but he's still wearing like kind of like the Pagliacci style like clown makeup.
It hints at their version of the Joker more so than I was hoping it was going to. I thought they were going to eventually go back to the original Joker style, but they still are like, no, we're going to hang on to our style a little bit more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
But I really don't understand what he's going to do. Essentially, it seems just like a character piece about a guy going crazy that happens to call himself Joker. And he'll probably kill a few of the people that have tormented him. Oh, yeah. And then at the end, it'll be him laughing as it pans over the city because he's going on a crazy,
You might have just predicted the whole damn movie.
I was like, I get it.
That might be the whole thing. Because this is, Batman's not going to be in this movie. If he is, it's going to be in like a sequence at the end of the movie that goes like 10 years later. Because supposedly Bruce Wayne's in the film, but he's just a little kid. There's even a shot in the trailer where he's very creepily putting his hands in a child's mouth and making like a big Glasgow smile on his face.
Yeah, making him
a lot of people have already said, is that Bruce Wayne? Does Joker meet young Batman before he becomes the Joker? Which I think is a little ridiculous. But
that movie could end with Joaquin Phoenix shooting his parents.
We're going 1989.
The
Batman
Pearls.
Out with it.
Yeah, Negan and Maggie from The Walking Dead.
Do we need to see
dying?
Bruce Wayne's parents die on screen again?
One more time. Put it in there.
Let's see who can make those. Let's see who can make those pearls falling on the ground more artistic than fucking Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder is a visionary.
He just loves slow-mo a lot. That's his thing. But yeah,
I saw a hilarious image of it was RoboCop. Him in the swamp, not swamp, but him in the muddy water going towards Clarence. Yeah. At the end, and it was like. What's the name of the director? Woovenhaven or Hoovenhaven?
Paul Verhoeven.
Paul Verhoeven. So it's like Paul Verhoeven, and then it's like Zack Snyder's RoboCop, and it's the same scene, but there's like lens flares and explosions in the back, and it's like
it's so unnecessary.
It's like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. Well, that's just modern movie making.
It really is. And nothing against Zack Snyder. A lot of people give him some shit, but he can shoot a lot better than I fucking can. That's for sure.
I can't. Yeah, I don't own a red camera.
I can't pull that shit off, but I'm willing to give the movie a chance. It's really easy to shit on DC because they've had a lot of ups and downs.
They've had some wins, too.
They have. Aquaman was awesome, even though it was effectively the best Power Ranger movie ever. Like, have you seen some of the fight scenes in Aquaman?
I know. I saw the Honest trailer, which is obviously going for a making fun of vibe, but they were like, and what is happening? We don't know, because it's just like showing all the flashing action scenes, and like, what's this?
I mean, it's insane. There's one scene in that movie that, like, it literally felt like watching a Power Rangers movie. It was when Black Manta encounters Aquaman for the first time, and he brings his goons along, which are wearing like these clunky red armored suits, and they look like fucking Power Rangers. And Black Manta himself, while I love his design in that movie, he looks like a high-end Power Rangers villain.
He had Atlantis steel. I remember when he stabbed Aquaman, he's like, he got Atlantis steel. I'm like, they're just fucking making up metals.
That's what superhero movies do, man. Unobtainium
and Gundanium.
The Gundanium. That's a Gundanium alloy. That's how that shit fucking works.
It's not real.
But I'm interested to see.
That's the problem I had with the metal's name. Not that they were jumping around and having Power Rangers fight.
That fucking metal don't exist, man.
Why not titanium? Why
but I'm cool that dude shooting lasers out of his fucking giant head.
Didn't bother me once. Didn't bother me once.
But yeah, like Joker, it's. I'm not super excited for the movie, but I'm gonna be honest. Just the fact that Joaquin Phoenix is involved.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I'm kind of interested, and I want to see how the movie's gonna end. Like, I want to see if they're gonna. Do you think they're gonna go full comic book with this and like make Joker have like the complete white face with the red lips, like falling in the vat of acid thing, or are they just gonna go realistic?
No, it's just gonna be a guy down on his luck. And then the world keeps kicking his ass, and then something probably bad happens to his mom because his mom was a big staple.
Yeah.
Or he does something bad to his mom, and then that's going to be the final thing. Oh, and he looks like he went on a date with a girl in the trailer.
Zazie Beetz.
Zazie Beetz.
Yeah, freaking Domino from Deadpool.
Domino, or the shy chick from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, or Atlanta, I believe.
Atlanta? She's in Atlanta?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Super pretty lady.
There's a reason she's famous.
Yeah.
Whoa. They didn't pick an average chick to be in that movie.
But yeah, that's another interesting choice. But I mean, they make it clear this takes place in the DC universe. They even show like there's Arkham Asylum and everything.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to reference other parts of the DC universe. Like, actually, you know what? They're probably not. There's no way that this style of movie is going to start like name dropping like Aquaman and Superman. Can you see like Joaquin Phoenix being in a movie like that?
It looks very realistic. There looks like no superpowers.
No, none of that stuff. And again, I mean, that works for the Joker. He's just a regular dude. At least
he is taller.
This point in the comics.
He is taller than Joaquin Phoenix, but you want to be that guy saying, "Oh, you're not tall enough to play that character."
No. I think we're past the point of that stuff. The guy who plays Tyrion Lannister could play Joker at this point. I don't give a shit.
Tyrion Lannister, who's that again?
Fucking he's like the most popular character from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
We have a picture of him in our bathroom.
Oh, now I get the joke. Oh yeah, Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys don't know, if you ever like came to our studio and you had to use the restroom, we have this like awesome picture of Peter Dinklage like right above the toilet.
Eyeline.
And it's him in the visage of Tyrion Lannister, and we love it because he quite literally scares the piss out of you. And it's always really fun to have clients come in and they see that and they're like, "Is that Tyrion Lannister?" And they're like,
yeah, you know, he killed his dad in the bathroom, so he thought it was funny to put him in the bathroom.
It's kind of the theme we have going for it.
We're clever. We're clever like that, Corey.
Damn right.
We're fucking visionaries.
But overall, like I said, I'm kind of 50-50 on Joker. Will I see it? Yeah. I mean, it's one of those movies that like I kind of have to see. It's like when Venom came out. Even though I knew it was probably going to be bad, I had to at least see it. And
that's your opinion.
And I think that this is...
I didn't.
No. Well,
I just watched the fight scenes on YouTube.
Well... Honestly, those are probably the best parts of the movie.
I know they are.
And I guess maybe if you watch that movie with like a group of friends and a couple beers, it can be kind of funny just because of how it's bad and good at the same time.
Dude, look, I sit around and watch YouTube all day. Who am I to say I'm a connoisseur of media anymore? I like watching dudes. Have you seen Mr. Beast? I've been in love with his channel. Mr. Beast, he does giveaways, but okay, boring already because I said he does giveaways. Everyone does giveaways. But he'll like give $10,000 to a homeless guy.
Damn.
Out of nowhere. He'll order food from a whole bunch of fast food restaurants to get delivered. And each person that comes will give $1,000 tip just for the content, you know? He did one today where him and his 5 friends, he wasn't in it, but his 5 friends were, because he has a crew. All famous YouTubers start getting crews, and, you know, fucking Logan Paul has 10 fucking people that follow him. And it's this guys, they all sat in a new Tesla, and the last one to leave the Tesla got to keep it.
Whoa.
It's a $50,000 car.
Damn. How long did that contest go for?
52 hours.
Whew, that's dedication. I mean, what do you got to do if you got to use the bathroom?
You got to shit or piss out the side. You got to put a toilet up. They'll put a garbage bag next to you.
Oh, shit.
Do you want it or not?
I guess you got to show if you really want it or not, man.
They don't show those parts. They don't show those parts, but... They like play like mental games with each other to try to get each other to quit.
Yeah.
And then there's one where he bought his brother a car. There's one where to celebrate 500,000 subscribers or 2 million subscribers, they got 2 million pennies delivered. And it's like a lot of pennies. It's like 2 flatbeds worth of pennies.
Oh my God.
About a foot tall.
That's insane.
Yep. And so he does all those giveaways, and so it's kind of cool. I was like, what a weird channel. It's like only good. That's all it does. Like one of his most famous videos is giving a homeless person $10,000.
That's pretty damn cool. That could change that person's life too.
That's what he does. He's like, I want to change people's lives. He's like, I saw this interview he did with Casey Neistat, and he's like, I just want to do good stuff and get views. He's like, I don't want to create controversy. I want to see if I can just do epically good things.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, my life mission is to get a lot of money and then give it away creatively.
That's pretty damn noble because there's a lot of schlock on YouTube, to say the least.
Well, yeah. Did you see Logan Paul's Flat Earth trailer?
I don't watch anything Logan Paul related. Like, I didn't even know who Logan Paul was until that controversy hit with his whole channel of him going to Japan and going to the dead forest.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally like most of my knowledge of him. He's a tall blonde dude. That's all I know. You know, just another Casey Neistat in the world.
He's not Casey Neistat, bro. There's 2 different people.
Casey Neistat would make a good Joker.
Because he's like a pig face dude?
No, just look. Just look at him. He's got that kind of lank. He's already got the hair for it.
Yeah,
he's already like freaking insane. He would make a good Joker.
Well, you know, that's your opinion.
I mean, Casey Neistat is literally the love child of like Joaquin Phoenix and Sean Penn.
Yeah, he is a Sean Penn love child. That's for sure.
Like someone threw them into a fucking Brundlefly teleporter, and that's what fucking came out.
So, what do you think? What do you think of?
That's right.
The new Endgame trailer.
it's another trailer that reveals almost nothing. You know what? I actually really like the campaign they're doing for Endgame because they're
footage release.
They're not giving away anything. And you know what? It's a 3-hour movie. Even if they show us a lot, we're not going to see like barely anything from this film at all.
No.
And the first trailer showed practically nothing. Like they just showed like Tony Stark.
Sad.
Yeah, Tony Stark is brooding in space. Oh no, what's happening, man? And then all the other characters are just sort of standing around. They didn't even show Thanos. The second trailer got really artsy with it by showing all of the flashbacks in black and white, but only allowing the red to show through, which I thought visually was really awesome. But again, mostly showed nothing aside from a big hero shot at the end of all the characters walking in their fancy new costumes.
That airport shot? Yeah.
Which the best thing about that is that it spawned a great video of people superimposing Deadpool's head over every single character.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Just make that shit happen. But the most recent trailer, which is, again, more just a teaser than anything, is a minute long, probably gave us the most that we've actually seen. But again, mostly just a bunch of dudes walking around. And I will say this. I do like Iron Man's brand new suit. And it's a minor thing. It's like, what are you talking about? It looks just like every other one. I love the colors. To be honest,
I didn't even notice it was new.
That's the thing. He's had so many at this point.
To be honest, I just expect it to be slightly different every time.
Well, of course, they got to sell those hot toys, right?
Oh, my God.
There's like 50 different Iron Man hot toys, and this is just another one that they get to sell, along with, of course, all the new War Machine stuff.
Yeah.
But I love the color scheme of the new Iron Man suit. It's more like, if you can actually see conveniently on the shirt that I'm wearing, it's a lot more like this one right here.
Okay.
Like the arms are a little more golden than they usually are, with the red accents on the helmet being a little different. It just seems more classic in my opinion, while still sort of retaining the modern design of Iron Man, which is really damn solid.
Yeah. Well, I just thought at the end, the only giveaway is you sort of saw some rubble, and then you see her, Thanos, say, you couldn't handle being defeated, so you came back to see me again. Mm-hmm. Or something. I forgot exactly. It's way more epic when Josh Brolin says it.
Yeah.
And you see Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America walking towards Thanos.
Yeah,
so
which,
it's sort of like,
those are, I'd say, the big three.
Yeah.
That are going to handle it. And then inevitably Captain Marvel's going to come in and save the day. Which probably
girl power, bro.
Girl power, bra.
That's 2019, bro. Don't talk shit about women.
Like, I mean, I know Captain Marvel's definitely going to get some good hits in, but seeing this trailer sort of made me realize I really think it's going to be those three that kind of have the biggest impact on the battle against Thanos. And I think they've earned it at this point.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
You know, they're the fucking the heavy hitters here. Whether that means we're going to see the return of other characters like, Spider-Man or fucking Incredible Hulk, which we all know they're going to be in it. I mean, the fact of the matter is, if you want to learn more about Avengers Endgame, just Google search that shit. There are spoilers already all over the place. And a lot of that is due to the leaking of merchandising.
The toys.
The statues, all the costumes and shit that they're getting ready to release to the public.
The Hulk looks like he might be... Should I say things? Because I think I might have read something on accident.
Fuck it. Let's get some spoilers out there.
Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. I think I saw a Smart Hulk where it's Bruce Banner in control of Hulk, where they can merge finally into Smart Hulk, which would be cool because... Hulk is strong because he can rage, but at the same time, if Banner can control him, sometimes he can get better hits in because he's smarter about how he fights. Mm-hmm. He's not just rage monster fighting. Mm-hmm. So that would be kind of cool. And then that's all I've heard. What have you heard?
Again, mostly before that trailer came out and you saw all the white suits and stuff. Yeah. I saw that shit months ago.
Oh yeah, me too.
They released the stat. There was a couple statues they released and some toys, and Hot Toys released some imagery. In this new trailer, Thanos actually has a brand new weapon, which is this weird giant bladed thing that's perfectly in sync. By the way, it's symmetrically perfect, which I think is great for someone like Thanos, who's all about things being perfect and symmetrical.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now.
So he's got a brand new super powered weapon. Here's another big one. It looks like War Machine is going to be getting a Hulkbuster variant of his armor in the movie. And this is all thanks to the good folks at Lego.
Lego put that out.
Yeah, Lego Marvel and Lego Avengers. It looks like they're
It makes sense though, because I bet the Hulkbuster version of things went so well. They're give War Machine one.
Yeah, Hot Toys can make another.
Yeah, $600 Hot Toys.
I know, it's ridiculous. And it looks really awesome. Of course, it's basically just a gray and black Hulkbuster armor, but just covered head to toe with Gatling guns and missile launchers and all types of shit. It looks really cool.
It's always better with more Gatling guns.
Personally, I've always thought War Machine was cooler, just from a just a badass standpoint.
Oh well, yeah. Let's look at what War Machine is. He's a bigger, buffer, more powerful version of Iron Man.
He's not about the elegance and speed of moving around. He is about opening up the launchers, pulling back the triggers, and just blasting away. That's what's always been so cool about War Machine.
No, it makes sense. Yeah, because War Machine is epic like that.
Well, and if it's true that he's going to get his very own like Hulkbuster variant, I think that's going to be awesome to see. You know, because War Machine needs to do more, man. They need to do more with his character. Every time Don Cheadle is on screen, he's fucking hilarious.
He's Captain
He's
Planet.
awesome. I love his banter with Tony Stark. And I really hope they'll get to do more of them here. I mean, this is going to be a 3-hour movie. There's going to be plenty of room for all these characters to get some screen time.
And I hope they don't dick around too much. I hope it's not 3 hours just to be 3 hours.
Yeah.
I hope that like there's character arcs inside this movie. I hope there's development because look, if they're just going to save everyone at the very end, what are these other characters that are left going to do for 2.5 hours?
I mean, half the cast got wiped out in the last movie.
Yeah. Are we just going to go on a recovery mission to find everyone? Because that might be what the first like 2/3 of the movie is, or like the first third is like finding everyone, and then they come up with the plan, and then the second, the middle area of the movie is going to be them executing the plan, and then the last 1/3 is like them fighting Thanos.
Yeah,
I think that's what the movie's going to be. I have no like spoilers to tell me that. I'm just guessing, I may be wrong, but yeah, that's the only movie I'm going to pay for this year. That's
really?
it. I'm not going to pay to see Detective Pikachu. I'm just not.
I can't wait for Detective Pikachu, man.
I don't know why you want to see that so bad.
Because I'm a Pokemon fan.
I'm kidding. I know why you want to see that so bad. It's a good movie.
And it looks fucking incredible. That's
and Ryan
why.
Reynolds is real hot right now. It's you know, he's funny.
Exactly. He's a funny guy. And I mean, this is a live-action Pokemon movie. When I was a kid, this is like what we always imagined, and we thought it would never happen. It's happening, and it looks good. Like they could have fucked this up. So, and you know,
to be honest, they should have. They for sure. I thought they were going to.
Yeah,
everyone did.
When they announced fucking Detective Pikachu, me and like every other Pokemon, this is a stupid idea. Yeah. This is so bad. Why are you doing this? And every time a new trailer or a piece of like information or a teaser comes out, it's just like, damn, this is looking really solid. And it looks like they actually are paying attention to like little things. And it's like, it's obvious that the people who are producing this movie care about the brand. I mean, yes,
or the lore, or you know, whatever you want to call it.
They want to make money. They want to sell merchandise, and this movie is going to hawk some fucking merchandise.
There might be a few Mewtwo dolls.
There might be a lot of Mewtwo dolls. They already have, you know, they're still doing the Pokemon card game.
Yeah,
they just released a brand new set, which is the artwork is the live action versions of the Pokemon from the movie, and they look great. And they're a great spoiler too if you want to see what some of these Pokemon are going to look like, and they all look fantastic. And most importantly, when you see them, if you're like a Pokemon fan, you're going to be like, I know who that is instantly without any confusion.
It's not like they're going to throw you a house cat and tell you that's Meowth.
Exactly. They look like the Pokemon. They just have realistic textures.
Is Meowth a Pokemon, or did I just guess that? Is
I don't know if Meowth is going to be in the movie.
No, but I'm just saying, like, is that the breed? What is that type of Pokemon?
It's a normal type Pokemon.
No, but what's its name?
Meowth.
It's called a Meowth.
Yeah.
Oh, so
it's like Team Rocket's buddy.
Okay, yeah.
You know, which, you know, super rare Pokemon that can talk, even though they're always looking for a Pokemon. They got one right next to them.
A super rare one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon usually don't talk. But then again, this is Detective Pikachu who talks as well, so anything's
But
fucking
the people
possible.
can't hear him except the special people.
Except for the kid from Jurassic World.
Oh, that's who that is?
Yeah, the second Jurassic World. I don't know if you ever ended up seeing that.
No, I never did. I just watched the end.
You don't need to
on
see
YouTube.
It.
Again, I just watch all that shit on YouTube. I just watch the fight scenes.
That's a discussion for another day. But yeah, fucking Detective Pikachu, I'm all up about that, man. But
all up about that? All up in that?
All up in that. So just Endgame. That's it. No, you don't even care about Spider-Man new movie coming out?
Oh shit! Fuck you, Corey. Damn it.
Far From Home.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, because I never saw Homecoming.
Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio.
He's Bubble Boy again.
Every time we bring up Jake Gyllenhaal, you bring up Bubble Boy.
I love that fucking movie, bro.
Fucking.
I'm not letting him live that down. You're not getting famous without people bringing that up.
Bubble Boy was a thing, man.
Zach Galifianakis hitting the go away. You know, the thing in the booth.
That movie left an impact on you.
Yeah, it affected my childhood, I think.
It affected the voices of many a generation. Fucking Bubble Boy right there. All right, well, let's move away from all the fucking movies. Let's give you guys some fucking anime love. We need to talk
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, we need to talk about One Punch Man. So season 2 is getting ready to launch like a week from now, and they just released a brand new teaser for it, and people are not fucking happy about it. And that's mostly because it is being done by a completely different staff, a brand new director, and I'm not really sure what to think. I don't like judging things too early. I like to wait and see and then try to watch it and give my own thoughts about it. Same thing for this whole Joker thing. But I'm not going to lie. I'm with a lot of people in thinking that the trailer looks kind of disappointing when you put it up against season 1.
I don't agree. I mean, I agree that it looks bad comparing to the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
but One Punch Man had set a bar with animation and action, and that show just has a ton of action in it.
Yeah.
They can't fucking like do the cheap like 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 cheapo animation where they're just like repeating things and stuff.
Just repeat a frame over and over. But then again, even the first One Punch Man would do that, but there was just a style about it, the way that they handled it.
I'm still completely okay with it. I don't mind if they change the art style a little bit, but the action has to be good. That's the only thing I'll revolt against. If it's like, oh, the action isn't good anymore, guys. Like, you fucked it up. You can't rely on Saitama's jokes to get us through this. Like, the action.
That being said, I think the jokes need to hit home too.
I mean, yeah, but the writing's not going to be different.
No, I mean, it'll probably almost certainly be the same and everything, and all the same voice actors are coming back, which is great. But like, even though One Punch Man is most definitely an action series, I think it's also just fucking hilarious. And I think a lot of that has to do with the amazing comedic timing of the very first season. And I don't know if that's going to fully translate through in the
I say everyone's worried for nothing until I see the first episode. I have no judgment on this.
Yeah, I mean, we really do have to see. But there are just some shots in those trailers, man.
And if you guys want to make Corey read the manga and review it, hit him up right now. Make him read the manga.
You read the manga.
It's so...
like, religiously.
It's good. Read it. It's great. It's my favorite manga right now I'm reading.
I'm not really a big fan of spoilers, but Christian sat me down like 2 weeks ago, and he made me read this chapter. It was
just one chapter.
It was like the most recent chapter, and I have to admit, it was pretty damn cool.
Exactly.
What was it, a Prisoner?
Pew Prisoner?
Battling a bunch against the, like, fucking bug dudes and shit. Like, I don't know what was... They were in a prison.
Well, the monsters invented this pill you can take. This like spiny ball that if you eat it, you get monster powers. So you turn into a monster, and that was all of his prisoner friends that had taken the spiny balls.
Okay.
So they were balls deep in trouble with their monster powers. Sorry, that wasn't even very clever. And so yeah, the lead monster was there, and he was like a cat guy that can like shift in between cracks. And,
like he could go into like a tiny crack in the wall, and like somehow
go through the other. Yeah, because he's a cat. Because cats can fit in places that are tiny. They like tiny crevices. It's some of the monsters are very inventive. Some of them are very much like boring or like I spit acid. It's like that's it. Okay.
But no, I mean, I want to watch the season first before I jump into this manga. I want to see where the story is going to go. I want to see how many episodes it's going to get because I mean, it's been a while since One Punch Man. Could you believe that it's been about 4 years since the last season?
No, because time flies and we're all closer to death every day.
Jeez, man, that's a dark way of looking at things. Well, the point is, yeah, it's been like 3-4 years since the last season, and I don't know why they've waited so long. Maybe, like, when the first season came out, were they really close to catching up with the manga? No. So you think they actually had time to, like, do this again?
They could have. Yeah, because they're really behind. Unless they just start cutting corners to get ahead. I think there's 2 more seasons of animation safely currently right now.
That's an absolute shame. That just the first team, which the first season was done by Madhouse Animation, and the director of the very first season, his name is Shingo Natsumi, and Shingo's worked on a lot of really great shit, like everything from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Gurren Lagann, all that stuff. Like, so he's worked on some really top-notch series. The guy clearly knows how to animate and execute some really well-done action scenes. And also, I think just the Madhouse staff, like, they really poured their all into that season. And they didn't have a massive budget.
No.
Like, this wasn't like a fucking Sword Art Online, like, here's all the money in the world type of series.
Super budget.
They're just like, you know what? This is going to be a 12-episode series. We're just going to fucking work night and day and make this the best fucking experience people could see, and they did. And in some senses, it was too good.
Yeah, it's like they set the bar so high, it's like, oh, fuck. Like the Boros fight is amazing.
Yeah,
the Genos versus...
almost every episode has an amazing fight scene attached to it.
Literally.
The battle against the Sea King.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Could have been a season closer on its own.
Easily.
Yeah. And then... Genos has some great fights.
Genos has some of the best fights in the entire series. I'd go as far as to say maybe the best. But I mean, that finale of the season, the battle against Boros, was incredible.
Yeah, it was
still
great.
One of the greatest battles that I have ever seen. And that's not to say that I haven't seen animation that's been on par or even done things that's even great. But just, man, the consistent quality of that season, just amazing.
One Punch Man is good. Watch it. That's what we said. Okay, Corey, let's talk about our channel. Sorry, I
Oh,
want
we're
to
gonna
get
get
to
real.
I mean, you brought this up yesterday, and I was like, we need to talk to the people.
Okay.
Talk to the people. And so essentially, I'm just going to hit a few topics, and then you tell me which one you want to go deep on.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we want to bring the podcast back. We sort of mentioned that already.
Yeah, which we're here.
Here we are. And then we also want to try and maybe rebrand and pick a new name because, like, we just want to do more stuff than anime. I mean, it's a limiting box.
Well, I mean, it's not that we don't want to get it completely away from anime.
Oh yeah,
either,
we're not.
But I mean, like, you
doing
know,
less. We just want to do more.
If there's one thing I've learned over the last couple of years, it's like I like doing these more scripted videos. I like making more high quality stuff. I get more of a sense of satisfaction out of it. And
like you used to one take your videos.
Yeah.
Like you used to do a thing where you would we call them one shots, when you would just sit down in front of the camera, go, and then upload the video or slap the logos on the back ends and then upload the video and be done. And then just tag it and title it and be done. It was the fastest way.
Yeah.
But now you don't do that.
No, now I definitely take my time a lot more. I don't always do things in one take at all. And I've also started including imagery in the videos, which I really hope that you guys do appreciate. It's just much better to look at some of the imagery that I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. Otherwise, it's just like nonsense and nonsensical, some of the things that I'm actually saying.
It's just them watching you talk.
It helps illustrate my point a lot. And I love doing weekly reviews, but there are times where I have to admit I can get pretty burnt out on it.
And the other thing is, I wish we made more topic videos. Because
I wish we did
they
too.
would be better at helping us get exposed to more people because they're interested in the topic, so they find us instead of people interested in shows or like following along throughout a whole season as you review the show.
Yeah.
You know, like you sort of get your group, and that's who stays around to watch that stuff. And our group we have is real tight, but it's all at the same time kind of small. And a lot of anime reviewers and a lot of people in our nerdy world, if you will, our nerdy niche, can get like 20,000 views a video. And we seem to not consistently get over 2,000 very often. And we're trying to get that changed.
Yeah, let's get to the heart of the matter here. And I need to stress, too, if I was doing this YouTube channel for views and
money?
From money,
you're not doing it for money?
I'd have quit years ago. I do this because I enjoy it, because I have a very small group of friends, and only a few of them are really into anime. And having this YouTube channel is kind of like an excuse to vent my love for it and to talk about it, because I watch a lot of different things, but Christian, you're not watching a lot of the shows that I watch.
No, I'm not watching much anime besides Dragon Ball Super right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's
just...
just...
and I read the One Piece manga, and I read the One Punch Man manga.
Yeah, but you're not watching, like, The Promised Neverland, or The Rising of the Shield.
Is that like Leaving Neverland?
No, not at all. Or like The Rising of the Shield Hero, or That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
No matter how much you bug me to watch that slime show, I have never watched it.
It's a great show, man. Season just ended. You can power watch the whole thing right now.
Got other things to do. Gonna cut my grass.
Yeah, but the point is, I love doing those reviews, but it is kind of a shame sometimes when you do want to get more views on videos, and sometimes it doesn't happen. And there are other times where, like, I'll get like 20,000 views on a video, and then I'll release like the next episode review, and it'll get like 600 views. And like, I don't know what it is or why that's happening. And
we don't want to seem ungrateful. I
no,
think that's
we don't.
Important.
Like,
we just want to branch out.
If I get 5 views on a video, I am psyched. I am pumped. If I get like 1 comment on a video, I am thrilled. Especially if it's a comment
effort to get back to everyone.
Yeah, and like I said, it's hard to comment with everybody, because sometimes there'll be days that sometimes you'll get 10 comments, and then there'll be some days where you get like over 100 or more, and it is kind of hard to get back to some people, and I try to do that. But we would love your like feedback on like how we can improve the channel.
Let's propose a few questions. First of all, we are unless you have your own YouTube channel, you probably don't know a few things like that we have learned over the... When did we start? 2011?
2010, technically.
Okay, when we started in 2010, almost 10 years, like, we know a lot about YouTube, but YouTube's also changed a lot, because in the last few years, we haven't been like putting all of our focus on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So we're trying to change that.
And it has changed a lot. Like, even if you go back to our older videos, like, we got more views back in the day.
Yeah,
and we had
did.
less subscribers.
Yeah.
Like, we would get some videos that would do gangbusters great. You know,
it was maybe because we were a duo and it was kind of different.
Yeah,
that helps. But also, I feel like some YouTube anime channels started just coming out with reviews on series, and they weren't trying to chase the releases like we were. You know, like we were like chasing the release of the content as it would come out. Like 2 hours later, we'd have a review. It's like manga chapters as they were coming out. But like some people would just say, "I'm just going to review Full Metal Alchemist," and they'd take like a month and just release this big review of the whole series, you know, and it was well done, and it had animation in it. It had the cartoon version of them dancing around or any of that stuff. I'm just saying.
I don't even want to get into that right now.
I'm just saying that, and we were kind of going for the fucking shotgun approach, like blam, 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 put out a bunch of videos. I think we're just going to reevaluate what we're doing. I want to see you make topic videos. Like, what do you guys think of this upcoming season of Dragon Ball Super? Or like, now that the slime is over, the slime show, like, do a recap episode talking about season 1. Because I think topics are going to help us get new people exposed to our audience.
I mean, people want to see more than just. I think people want to see more than just weekly episode reviews.
But also, that would mean not to take away what we do, but Corey can't do all the episode reviews and this new stuff. So we're going to have to balance that on some level, you know, because
now there will always be some series that, like, I have to do on a weekly review, especially, like, you know, stuff
like
that's
Attack on Titan comes out, or
you know, like, you know, there's just big ones like that, things that were like kind of like the cornerstone of the beginning of the channel. No Hamtaros, but maybe like Naruto stuff, Boruto stuff, like that's always going to be like a thing. Dragon Ball is just always going to be a part of the channel. And you know, every time there's a new anime season, I always have to evaluate what I'm going to watch, what I'm going to like, because I like to review stuff that I like too. You know, it's a slog when you have to, like, when I started reviewing Black Clover, that was a fucking nightmare reviewing that show because I didn't like it at all. And while it did get some pretty decent views, like, every time I had to review it, I was just like, God, I want to fucking shoot myself. Fuck this show. Like, every single time. I could not stand it. But yeah, like, we kind of want to change things. And one thing that I think is kind of controversial, and I even got a little bit of flack for it on Twitter last night, is I kind of want to rebrand to the channel and give it a new name. And Super Kami Guru 9000 is
a big classic name. It's been around 10 years.
Yeah, I know. It's been a big thing for us. But it's also really fucking wordy.
It's too long.
It's way too long.
Super Kami Guru 9000. Do you see how many fucking syllables are in that name?
And having to explain that name to someone, they're like, hey, what's your YouTube channel called? Super Kami Guru 9000. What the fuck does that mean?
It's
like, you have to explain
words.
that. And I want something a little smaller and to the point. Something that can be said in like
Anime
2
Fan
words.
69.
Something reviews. Like, I just want something simple or something reviews. Like, I just want something smaller and to the point and like, something that's easily consumable.
Like Awesome Time Reviews. Or
not like, well, I mean, I know what you're trying to say, but not like that.
I'm trying to say it's 2 easy words or a easy word with the word review.
Yeah, but I also don't want to just make like a quick like decision on it. It's like something that I really want to think about, and
you should put a timeline on it, Corey, because if you don't put a timeline on it, you don't do it.
I know.
And it's not you. I'm just saying, like, people in general, like, if you're like, I have to make this decision and execute on it in the next 2 weeks. So tell me all your name ideas, because in 2 weeks we're going to announce our new name. Do you want to do that?
Man,
in a month?
Big decision. Maybe in a month.
What is today? Today is
in a month.
April 3rd.
I've always had a couple, like, you know, in my head, and a few things that I've always wanted to do,
like
and
titty caca reviews.
Titty caca reviews? No, not at all. You know, because again, I was talking to Christian about this yesterday. Like, you know, the channel also has to mean something to me as well. Like, it's got to be like representative of who I am.
Pokemon Lover 69.
Pokemon Lover 69. You put 69 number at the end of everything. You fucking prevert. Fucking A, man. But like, no, it's not an easy decision. And like I said, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm going to be doing this shit until I die. I love talking about this.
We just want to refocus, guys.
We really want to refocus. Yeah. And we want to find a way to reach more people, to get more exposure. And, you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I want more views.
Yeah, I think we need to get to the point where we get 5,000
I mean, you know, there was a, you know, I'd like to get at least 10 to 20 a video.
Yeah, there we go.
And I want to figure out how to do that, and I would love any sort of feedback from you guys, how you'd like to see the channel change, how you think things could be improved, because I'm willing to take any constructive criticism when it actually comes to the quality.
He'll do anything.
That's right.
Sexually.
Anywho, and like I said, we're also going to be. I'm probably going to be using a new camera soon for the videos that I make at my house.
Yeah, you've been using the same camera.
I've been using
years.
the same fucking camera for so long, and man, the quality of it just ain't that great anymore. In camera years, that thing's like 50 years old.
Yeah, in camera time.
And I'm gonna try to start using a brand new camera pretty soon, and it should up the video quality at least. I've also thought about, you know, even sort of changing the backdrop.
Maybe you need a new bookshelf.
You know, maybe, yeah, new bookshelf, or, you know, just changing the actual look of the channel. I want to make things better for you guys, because I know you guys are like, why should I go back to this guy who keeps just doing the same shit every week? And it's just the same stuff. And that, you know what? That does work for some people. There's a lot of people in the anime community that I really respect for their hard work. Like, I love Chibi Reviews videos. I think they're really well done. I think I'd do a similar thing. But, like, I don't necessarily want to copy his style either, you know? I want to make this our own thing.
Yeah, I just think that we're going to rebrand, essentially. And if you guys have any ideas about how to rebrand, if you guys have any names that you would like to recommend, like Pokemon Lover 69, then reach out, let us know.
And keep giving suggestions for shows to check out. That's something that I think has always been really fun. There were a lot of shows that have been suggested to me over like the last year that I would never ever have looked at. And then I watch it, I'm like, whoa, this is really fucking good. Like, well, I just started watching a new show last night. I probably shouldn't have.
No, you shouldn't.
But it's one that I got a recommendation from. It's called ReZero. And it's another fucking isekai series, another person transported to a fantasy world kind of series.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I know. Just saying that out loud, you're like, why? Why another one? But it's actually really good. The first episode.
This time he goes to the future world instead of the past world.
It's not.
This time he goes to a world with dinosaurs. This time he goes to a world with guns.
There needs to be a dinosaur fantasy world.
This time he goes to a world within a world.
And I like
the series. He doesn't know what world he's in.
And I like the series enough to where when I finish it, I might do a big, comprehensive, super epic video version.
This time he goes to a world where he has wings. I don't get it, guys.
He doesn't get it. The point is, a rebranding is definitely going to be happening soon, but we really want your impact, or your blah, blah, blah.
But this time he goes to a world where the girls have elf ears.
Look, we want your guys' feedback. It's funny you say that. The main chick of this girl,
I know she has elf ears.
She is half elf.
Oh God!
But anywho, we really want your feedback on this stuff. We take your opinions seriously because you guys are ultimately who made our channel what it is.
No, we made it. You watched. Get that shit straight.
This is why we need Christian back. He's the other voice. He's the yin to my yang. He's the bad cop.
Yeah, I'm the bad cop. Look, guys, we want to hear from you. Also, thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. I'm going to wrap it up.
Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and wrap it up.
Okay, thank you so much for listening. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button if you haven't already. We are producing content regularly, even though Corey thinks it sucks. It's going to be way better from now on. Corey's good stuff. Look, you guys, at the end of the day, we are fucking consistent, which it seems that's not enough. And so
apparently not.
We're gonna spice it up and try a little harder and get a little more creative behind the scenes. And just hope you're along for the ride. Please like, subscribe. Anything else you want to say, Corey?
Just please give us your topic ideas. If you guys have any questions for us that you want us to answer on the podcast, that would also be really appreciative. For now, the current podcast is basically going to be YouTube. Like, that's kind of the way that you're going to be able to consume it. So make sure to check that out. We're going to try and get these out on a more consistent basis. And we're also going to, we kind of just ramshackled this setup today. We're going to try and make things a little better and more visually interesting to look at next time. And you're probably noticing, this is the first video podcast we've done in a long time.
And it's going to take about an hour or 3 to edit.
So they take a lot longer to actually edit, but I think the quality is going to speak for themselves. And you guys actually want to see us. You want to see our reactions. For Christ's sake, you know that Christian's not dead anymore. That's a pretty big deal.
This time, he goes to a world where everyone has dog heads.
And with that, we will see you all next time, guys. Take care.
It's called Kibble.
And Bits.
And Bits.
The Isekai.
Oh, yeah, that's the name of it. Bye.
Deuces.